It's okay. I'm in the house.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the conversation with Dr. Joan Coleman and friends. I am Dr. Joan Coleman. My IG is Let Me Be Me and Jay. And I'm with my friend Megan.
Megan Price, MP Jewelry Appraisal.
And Rita.
I'm Rita Reynolds, and you can find me on Instagram as the Reynolds Love.
Okay, today we're talking about letting go. We're in the new year, we're well into the new year, and a lot has happened. A lot has happened, you guys. 2022 was good, but a lot has happened in 2022. And there's some stuff that people might still be holding on to, that I might be holding on to you, and it's time to just let it go. Megan, do you have anything you got to let go of? And what do you think about just letting go, starting over, doing it again?
I have to say, I'm not one to hold grudges. So when it comes to relationships with people, I don't feel like I have that something that I would need to let go because I kind of already let it go. But I do have some guilt that I hold that I feel like I would need to kind of let go of. And I deal with that by trying to, seek out new opportunities and just try to create better. Like I want to move on from there, so not even like I let things go, but I just try to keep building on top of whatever I've learned. If there's something I want to let go of, I say, hey, you know what? I'm going to try to do that by moving forward.
Yeah. And letting go sometimes is hard, sometimes could cause stress, sometimes could make you like just feel miserable. Rita, have you ever experienced that, from holding on to something so tight and not being willing to let it go?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm a very resentful. I resent a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, and I'm kind of a person, I don't will call in hold grudges, but I would never forget.
Yeah.
Like I can forgive you, but that doesn't mean, because it's not a rule to, you can, you never hear this phrase of Taylor Swift. She says something very interesting, that she say that you don't need to forgive and forget to move on. You just became indifferent.
Right.
So, yeah, for me, probably I'm a person that hold grudges. Yes, I don't will lie. And I have a lot. I would never forget a bad action against me ever. So yeah, I hopefully, I will be better, but I can't say I'm good about it. Like Megan is, no, I'm not like, Megan probably is better. She is better because she don't hold grudges. But for me, it's another story. I hold a lot.
Yeah, it's hard to let go, especially if someone's hurt you or somebody's mistreated you. And you might, like Megan said, you might feel guilty about not being able to just have the relationship or move past it. But in some ways you let go because you say, listen, I'm gonna forgive you, but I'm not gonna forget. And I'm going to move on from this, but I'm still remembering, But is that in fact letting go, Megan?
It's enough to move on. I think of holding on to guilt and holding grudges and holding like negative feelings inside of you as like think of like a balloon, right? That like filled with helium, like that balloon, like all of those things weigh you down. Like to me, like I can't function at my 100% when I feel like I'm being like, there's just like, negativity inside of me, so I feel like I owe it to myself to do my own self-work. And some people might not even know that I forgave or forgot or whatever. They don't even know. You know what I mean? Like I just like let it go, and because I need to be able to elevate myself.
But what if it's not negativity? What if it's just hurt? Just plain old, I'm hurt.
Yeah, that's time. Time, unfortunately, sometimes you can't let things go. I think time heals those things. Like it's like a little easier every day, but pain is pain. And that's a tough one to let go of.
Yeah, because now we're living in the days where we're talking about positivity, positive self-talk, being positive. But letting go is under the frame of being positive. But Rita, do we need that? Is that a toxic positivity thing? Letting go? Do we have to let go? Can't we just hold on still? I mean, what do you think about that?
Well, I think, you can move on without let things go, you know, in some point, like because you have other positive stuff around, so you go around that, but doesn't mean that you will allow that again, or, you know, it's like maybe in some point I say, I can forgive you, but I don't want you near me, you know, like I will forgive you, but I want you in the distance. I don't want you near to me. So yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like it. You know, and forgiveness look different to other people. Forgiveness look like, oh, I forgive you, but I'm gonna still be in your face when you hurt me a million times. We're not doing that. We're gonna let go. We're gonna forgive and let go. Megan, you said something awesome, like it's like a helium balloon and it packs up and you keep sinking and sinking and sinking. How can we avoid that? Is there any other tips you could give us to avoid falling into the trap of just like losing yourself, being heavy under the weight of not letting go?
I think this has to do with what Rita just said too. You know, I think that what you really need to do is just like, I don't know how to say it. I'm thinking like you just have to set boundaries. I think that that's what she was thinking, like, I'm not going to let this happen to me again, you know, and I'm about making new mistakes, you know, like just don't make that same one again, right? Like, don't make it again. Set the boundaries. Like now, you know, when somebody tells you how they are and shows you the person that they are, you believe them the first time. You don't need a second. You do not need a second round, right? We've all done the second round, the third round, the fourth round. Save yourself, you know, like don't go through that again. Make a new mistake, because you will, you know, like not necessarily going to be a bad one, or maybe it is, but you know, you gotta like be gentle with yourself and don't go back for more, right? Don't go back for more. Learn, move on, set your boundary, and then try to feel good about it.
That is so good. You said that so well. Who wants to keep getting beat up? Who wants to keep going back for more, right, Rita? You just keep your distance. I love you. I love you from a distance, but I can't go back to that, right? Talk about it, Rita.
Yeah, like even if you're in a situation that you need to deal with people that you don't want to deal, there's ways that you just like, you know, like just stay distance and just like talk the necessary stuff. If you really, I'm talking about work, personal life, whatever you want to tell it. So if you are forced to deal with that, you know, sometimes, you know, my technique is just like take distance and take like whatever I need to know, you know, if it's about a job or about a kid, you know, when you go parenting. So like a specific stuff, and then you take distance from the rest, you know? Like
I agree with you. Be cordial. Hey, hello, goodbye. Don't have to have a whole conversation. You don't have to go have coffee and tea. You don't have to talk about your day. Just goodbye, hello, the niceties, and then keep it moving. You got to keep your mental health. Megan, is that a part of keeping your mental health? Because when we hold on to things, we tend to like get too deep into our heads, right?
Absolutely. And that is definitely something that you need in order to maintain a healthy mind, you know, and to keep your mental health at bay or at ease, or at least to help or not make it worse. You know, maybe we're not perfect, but just to help it, you know, is to create those boundaries, not, you know, and don't go back for more. And I think that something that like an actual tip that we can do is change our perspective on things sometimes, because I feel like I don't know why we do it, but like, you know, you want to go back for more sometimes, you know, and you just want to keep trying, you know, you might feel that way. You might be trying to go back into a situation or a person or a job or a lifestyle or something, you know. I think that if you like physically change your perspective sometimes when you're thinking about it, that helps me. I had a professor in college that, you know, I can't even remember what I was upset about, of something, probably a grade or something. It probably wasn't that bad, but I was really hard on myself, right? So he's like, just stand up on your desk. And I'm like, what is this person asking me to do? Because I was so caught up in this, like I was never going to get over it, right? And he's like, stand on top of your desk. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. But I actually stood up, and he meant it. Like physically change your perspective sometimes, because sometimes you can't find a different perspective in your mind to let go of something or to see it differently. But like I actually stood bird's eye view staring at the floor of my classroom, and I just for some reason felt better. Like changing my perspective, you know, it made me laugh a little bit. It got me out of my comfort zone. You know, actually changing your perspective physically even it's that simple, I think, could help us as like a real tip to kind of seeing things differently and helping us to let go.
That is so good. Also, you got to forgive often. You got to just make sure that you're not holding on to too much. Rita, any last tip to tell somebody, listen, it's time to let go. We're in a new year. There's new things happening, more to happen. Tell us what somebody is, some good tips to letting go.
Well, I probably just not think about it and try to put your thoughts in other stuff. Like when you move to different stuff, so you don't get stuck in one thing, that helps, you know?
Yeah. Change your thoughts. Change what you're
Yes.
thinking about it. Change your perspective, right? Listen,
Yeah.
so much you could do to let go. Letting go really is good. Change really is good, because if you're not changing, you're not growing. And we want to grow. It's all about growth in this new year, right? So change the way you look at things. Forgive often. Be nice. Be kind. And keep it moving. You don't have to be close to somebody to be nice and kind to them. Hi, hello, see you later, right? And just put in the comment box below what you do to let go. How can you let go? You know, what's your biggest thing in letting go? What was your biggest achievement by letting go? So put in the comment box below. We'll get back to you. This was a great conversation, ladies. Rita, tell them your IG and what your IG handle.
You can find me on Instagram as thereynoldslov.
And Megan?
And please don't hurt yourself.
And I'm at Let Me Be Me and Jay. And this is the conversation. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for sharing, okay? Join us again and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.